Hey guys, me Misha. Everything I say is not financial advice, my personal opinion. I'm hunting down UPS. I'll open a swing no matter what, I think. Just trying to get the best entry possible. Come see, come sound daily. Beautiful volume on monthly. One bar reversal on monthly, so most likely not. It's in a perfect place on yearly, but it's hard to imagine it will just go like this, bounce of it. However, it like tends to be like tight and bounce, like looking on UPS on monthly, on daily. Look what it does here too. Um, very so often. Okay, it changes direction. So there's no way. I'll be able to take it from the minutes. That's been our sign of strength now. And I was also like, yeah, look at this. This is good though now. Look at this. We don't do trades on minutes. Yeah, it looks, it can just go from here. I'll be buying it from R anyway in 15 minutes. So, it's a bounce, so it didn't manipulate the daily level, unfortunately. There's a bigger volume in our face that kind of was interacting with this level anyway. See how much lower it can go, manipulating the level. So it can go like here. And it took 2 years for UPS to get up and 4 years to get down. So I see like strengths and weakness. However, this volume is a little alarming. However, this volume is all here. It's all down here. If it's the middle, then I'm screwed. Because if this is the middle of the mm, downward trend, it's gonna go here. But it's hard for me to imagine GPS going to like 37 to like $40. Also here it's a beautiful accumulation, consolidation, I mean. You see how like this volume is even bigger, September volume is even bigger than August. And we had this huge drop in even in July. So see like one bar was, see how big this drop was, but then it boom. Someone is buying out everything that is sold here. You know what I mean? This is like last minute, so it just like doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it goes to 0.5. All looks long. Short, I'm sorry. Um, yes, I'm gonna do it. And it's a bar level. It cannot be corrected. This was a break and then correction and the volume is here and then this volume actually. Hmm. This volume, then this volume. And we're underneath it right now. Oh boy. And we didn't have automatic rally yet. See how it was like boom, down, and then down. And now it's only this balance bouncing back and forth. I'll open something small, right? Something reasonable. Of course, that would be like so much better if the support bar level was here, but no. I don't know. It's a big, big volume accumulated. And it cannot, so like, if that was a wave level, that would be perfect. And it came here, like, spring this level, that would be beautiful, but it's not. And it's a break, we can see it. So one bar roll. And it wouldn't change the direction then. Brah. And it kind of gets into this situation now. Yeah. Um, I do a small position. Yeah. Just something small. I'm filled at 83.98. I'll be glad to add more. I'll be glad to add more. Just at the close of the market. Um, okay. 83.98 is my entry. What the heck? Yeah. So, this is how it played out. Conservative. That's very nice. Yeah. So not sure it was the world first. UPS swing 1 hour long conservative trend. Daily counter trend, counter trend. Monthly counter trend. There's a lot of counter trend. Yearly trend. Okay. It's just in the right place on the year. Tax UPS. UPS. UPS waves. We say volume spread analysis support and resistance zones. Wyckoff method. Long setup. Take profit. Did we have UPS? Engulfing hammers wave of waste. Oh, bruh. I was hallucinating 3 years ago. Share the world. Wait. Uh, um, yeah. So we'll set up our profit. Um, I'll add more. Um, Sell all at 90, 84, 84, 84, 84. Yeah, good till cancelled. Okay, that's it. Um, yeah, there's questions about this trade, right? And the questions are support bar is above jog, jump over creek. Um, it's a bounce on daily, and there is no tail at all on the year. So what if it just like falls down there violently? The range decreased significantly. PM. The wave deformed, we say. So the wave definitely deformed. But that thing alone is not enough to um, say it stopped. It definitely hit the wall. So I'm more like an expectation of automatic rally here. And that's a nice consolidation. We'll see how it will play out. Let's see the rest of the market. Now would need a test and doesn't matter at all. Oh, it actually closing below, it looks like. Nvidia? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Look at this guy. Oh, and it's a break, so never mind. Uh, so UPS is way better than Nvidia, I would say, to buy now. Um, it's interesting what I did. And even here, it's in a balance. And then sun volume spring pretty much kills it. This thing did interesting move though. Spring. That would need a test. I was like springing. Uh, not so much this. Um, hold on, wait for a second. Okay, I'm back. Uh, uh, this thing is unvolumed. It's kind of the same predicament. And again, the place uh, is high up there. Yeah. Where was I? Yeah. Mm, on volume top thrust, there is no context on monthly. Same deal. That's a break. So that was a lucky rather than a good calculated move. Um, I've discovered after hours for myself, uh, which kind of opens a Pandora door because, like, if the price is not too far and the volume I want to enter is not that big, then I can do like trade after hours on some stocks. However, that also opens a Pandora chest too, because after hours till 8 Eastern, so till 5 p.m. Pacific. You know what I mean? I kind of like my regiment stop trading at 1 and my split in between acting and trading and some other things I have to do in my life. Um, to balance is good for short. Also, look at this consolidation. This like volume is weird, but it looks like RTS is trying to get out of this gutter. It's also, I don't know why they have it still because it's nominated in United States dollar in a sovereign economy. The main, that's why they brought in MI6, the Moscow Exchange Index. And this is Russian trading system. It's like um, the oldest index in on the Russian stock market. And it's like historically nominated in United States dollars because of how dependent Russian economy was on United States dollar. Uh, and basically all the like free market reforms were done by American specialists. Um, so RTS is not really properly showing the what's going on Russian market because it's like weighted by dollar, where MI6 does. Um, Anyhow, enough of history. Wait, Intel. Yeah, that was the place to enter. That was the place. In 5 minutes. Yeah, right from here. I don't care how many trades I miss. I care how many trades I take. and how much profit I make out of it. Um, Fjord is a break. Fjord is a break. Tegeka. Oh wait. Um, Magnet goes into break. Posi. Lukoi probably is gonna break it. KC is an up thrust. Is an up thrust. Yeah, that's my new trade. We'll see how that goes. In hindsight, all short volumes are bigger than longs. Short, long, short, long, short. But this short didn't move anywhere. Anyhow, doesn't matter. I'm in it already. That was the test level right here. Still good for continuation of the trend. How got this guy? It's ridiculous. But there's no way I can trade it like on hourly, yeah. CV's got the test level. Good in continuation of the trend. PDD. Speed bopping over there. XLK. Speed bopping. This thing goes higher. NVIDIA breaks, and therefore it's not good for short because it's in 0.5 already. So where do you put it then? Just monthly watch maybe? That's a test level. Ah, and it was also 0.5 that I didn't notice. It doesn't matter. Didn't give us anything here, just down, down, down. The beautiful 0.5 and all of that, however, I don't think so. However, I don't think so. This Bank St. Petersburg is hanging by thread. Um, Look at this volume. Well, down, then this happens, and then down. United Health continues to grind. That's a stubborn stock. This thing is setting up. I think this is a test for this upthrust, so let's go right from here. But technically it's a balance, but God, the hourly range is wider than the this is still goes than the daily. That's not good or on volume spring, so don't have faith in it. Yeah, and it's like far below 0.5. It doesn't make any sense. None of that. That's not how long waves are born. And this thing finally closes below the and it's also dangerously close to the monthly level. What the heck? Yeah, I mean, it's 2.5. No, this 0.5 doesn't count because it's already interacted with this level. And even though it broke it, I don't think this like 0.5 is legit. Mm. Might have been an accident, this break. How do we know? And wait, what are these volumes? Yeah, these volumes are like last hours of the day. Last hour, last hour. I can shave this off. Oh, I have to be clean shaved tomorrow for a project. Other than that, that was like the biggest volume 2-bar up thrust. And this was volumed um, volumed T1. Um, last hour, there's some volume here, and there's some volume here. It's not the biggest, but this is quite violent. Look how long it took us to get up here and how fast, like 3 bars to go down. So, don't think so. Let's see how it acts tomorrow. This is where I suspect that the real charging is like this. It's already changed direction, I think. We'll see tomorrow about that. But yeah, that's what I think on Goldman Sachs. Oh, General Dynamic. Lockheed Martin. Start some movements. Yeah. Needs to go here. Bush. Interesting volume for sure. Dividends and earnings. Look at this. Double punch. I don't think it belongs here. Oh, that was originally from. Yeah, it's a weird move. It bounced off the support bar in point 0.5 but didn't reach the T2. That happens. That happens. We close to point 0.5. It's not at point 0.5, but it's getting there. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. That's so cool. It's point 0.5 of point 0.5 of point 0.5. It's also not uncommon. um, well, it's not point 0.5 of this wave for sure. But it's at the test level. There's bigger volumes though. All of this is bigger. It's close to the year level. Well, I would say that more likely than not, the price magnet will pull the price to interact with the year level because that's where like a lot of liquidity is accumulated, is waiting for the market, for the price. It's also not good in terms of volume distribution. Once again, on a spring ending correction, we have biggest volume that the entire wave. It's weird, to say the very least. It's not how it's supposed to be. So gotta be super careful here. Okay, so that's what we've got. We've got a transition extremum, and then we got this crazy ass um, spring. Yeah, and that's it. Let's see how it acts tomorrow. Oof. Same dealio. Where's that? We are in the middle of nowhere, so like volume is just bouncing around. So this volume is comparable to this. Yeah, this is like way too low and volume distribution is not short. So keep it on the list, but I keep them on the list because I need to observe. Those are like the decision-making moments where I need to. This is different. This is like the biggest volume, but it's not on correction. It's the main towards the main um movement. Um it's very habitual for a price to just go there, make this like C-gas volume, and then just grind above it slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. So I wouldn't say that this like extraordinary big volume indicates like anything in particular. It just says it upthrust at this level as a counter trend, so like it's not like place to buy. Mm, call put. I'm sorry. Mm, yo yo. I think this more so belongs to months, not day and not hour for sure. Yeah. Again, spring on the correction is bigger than anything on the wave. So like what the it goes as of now, but and this of course is no candidate for short. Still technically is, so we're gonna keep it there. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Crazy. Financial sector is like, no, we are not going into crisis. They're like refusing to go into crisis. You got me crazy. Uh-huh. Biotech. Biotech. Yeah, volume distribution is not the best. As my American friend taught me when I said suboptimal. I said something is suboptimal. He was like, this is such a Russian thing to say. I was like, why, what do you mean? How would you say that? He was like, not the best. I was like, okay. um, simplify. I would say that like English language is like simpler than Russian, and that's a compliment, or Turkish for that matter. That's the only two other languages I know, and it's like beautiful. In the beginning, it's like counterintuitive because you kind of used to ornamentalism of your language and how it's like everything is veiled and indirect. Then English is like just boom, boom, boom. I was like, when you get used to it, it's like this is beautiful. This is like way easier to communicate your ideas if you're really into communicating ideas, not like showing off how skillful you are in your mother tongue. Some people definitely do it in English, but it's like less prone, less adjusted for that purpose, and more adjusted for direct, fast, straightforward communication. I think it's beautiful. So it did us a local extremum and confirmed, so we're here now, but that's all. None of that, really. None of that matters. Ooh, la la. Come see, come see, come some. One day I feel it's love. You guys know that song. Don't tell me I'm so old. I'm, I'm the last man on earth. Who knows that song? The day will come. Um, was it Mr. Nobody? Was it was it this beautiful guy? What's his name? Gerald Leto, Mr. Nobody or so. And when he ends up like ending his life many, many, many centuries after he was born. It was something similar to Curious Case of Benjamin but Butler, Button, I think. Um, like in its own way, they were like I don't know, similar in some way for me, but I'm weird. So this is good for continuation of the trend, which of course should be very careful about. That's Miss English. That should I be very careful about. Mm-mm. And there's no local show now then, right? So it goes back to here. I just watched this beautiful video, which like resonates with me on a very positive levels about how we should be learning languages in a different manner that we do like regular science, precise or natural science that requires us to be precise. Whereas in language, we need to do mistakes and again and again and again, just fail, fail, and fail, and like say ridiculous things and be gibberish, and not be afraid of being ridiculed, like small kids do when they learn language. And then you can learn way faster. So, and I have a very scientific mind. Like I come from overly educated family, I think. um, so we learn language not to pass the test or be right. We learn language to communicate. That's the key, I think. Um, Unvolumed. In the same way, we learn trading not to be right, but to be profitable. You see, I say the truth. I don't know if you heard that, but someone just honked outside. It's like, this guy's right. Okay. Okay. So now it's continuation of the trend in its own weird way. Yeah. In its own weird way. Yeah. You drive me crazy. Dun, 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 dun. Bruh. Oh, that was good in continuation of the trend. I see. Went to this little thingy and little bounced. That would be fair to say that this can be a sign of strength just because the upper bar was a part of the two bar up thrust. So we, by default, presume that um, this volume should be allocated to the up thrust, to manipulation. So that leaves us with the second largest bar, which is this. Um, Not sure if any of this makes sense or all of this is just gibberish, but I'll continue anyways. Oops. There's a lot going on. There is a lot going on. Yeah. We got a transition extremum. And volume distribution is absolutely not in our favor. It's like against us. Against? Against. Against. Again. Again. Against us. Don't be against us. Do people say against? I do. I just did. 0.5, you see like the range like narrows, but there is no volume like at UPS. That's why it makes me so excited about UPS. This is great too. And that's a Russian stock, but still it's great. And like I'd say I see strength. It got us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bars to get up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So like way more bars to get down. However, we don't see exhaustion volume as of now yet. And this is not short anymore. And since it's a transition extremum 0.5 and resistant bar do not apply. So we just put it on a daily watch. Yeah. Look at this guy. Caterpillar. Is it continuous hits like marathon for like forever? Yeah. That's the guy. And it's like, just to make it clear, it's like way past its rotation point. And maybe won't all of my 0.5 have like 0 level? Yeah, I see we're like way past beyond that. It continues. And now it's good in continuation of the trend. What can I say? What can I say? Just good to go. Of course, got to be super careful considering where we are on um, monthly, yearly, and all of that. Boom, that's a break. So I don't know where I want to put it. So good for short. No. That's a break. And this is a sign of strength I'm not excited about. In 0.5, we should not just put it. And yeah, it's now in 0.5. It changed direction, but it's in 0.5, so I don't know where to put it. I'll just put it on the monthly watch. Look how unsexy all of this is. It's a break. It's a break. It's another break. Hallelujah. It's another break. Oh, yeah. There is no transition extremum, therefore, and that's where we are. This is where. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Hard to tell. I think it wants to break based on this volume in test. So that was an up thrust, volume to up thrust. Why then on test we get more volume? It's a break. It's not a 1 bar rule. There was like 2 of those. Sign of strength is here now. But yeah. What if American economy does like double rally? Okay. We bypassed our transition from now. It's official. Utilities. Retail didn't hold at all. I don't know what to do with it. Monthly watch maybe. Bro, will we get into like that's horrible. Unvolumed up thrust. So not sure about that. Yeah, give us a local extremum. It was kind of and I see my acting coach behind my back. No, kind of. He was very like specific, very peculiar about not using kind of. and there's like softeners that like soften our opinion. I see why, but and this was on volume spring, so never mind. The spring was unvolumed, so that's also a break. So next stop will be here. Bro, this is like a lot. I'll do the rest later, if at all. Um, maybe for yeah. That's a break. Duke energy is very energetic. Duke is very energetic. Um, I don't know, maybe it's me, but it is close to the Duke Sporting Goods as it gets for me. And this volume was higher by a tick, I think. I removed my open, close, high and lows, OH, open, high, OHCL and volume from my status bar so they don't distract me. Yeah, and it's good in continuation of the trend. I would be very skeptical, and I will be very skeptical. Yeah, exactly. That's my point, I guess. um, so yeah, something like this. Worse than like 1 hour, it looks like very petite, very cutie. Look how cute. And if it comes here and like just does a little thing, but on daily it's just screwed. Break? What can you do with this? Um, yeah, that's the break, and maybe it will just go through this. Oh, that's a very weird place. Okay. This thing goes lower. Unvolumed upthrust on financials. Financial gives us mixed signals for sure. For sure. This is transition extreme, but for now, this little balance kind of like holds. So let's keep it there. I don't know what to tell you guys. Hmm. This is like cute and sexy. Needs to upthrust in order for us to be serious about it. Yeah, that's sign of strength. It's good in continuation of the trend. Um, volume distribution is good here. Doesn't show much strength, but like we have the biggest, we have like support bar in jump or retreat bar, which is a good combo. Eh, unvolumed upthrust. And that's like unvolumed upthrust. And now we can use this T2 as the sign of change of direction. That's why we keep them, because in situation like this, we can see it this way. Yeah. And also resistant bar is our break under ice, which is good generally speaking. Not generally, but just good. So I'm not saying this specific case is good. It's a little weird, but um, the support bar, the resistance bar coinciding with the break under ice bar. It's a good sign. And there was a 0.5 for us. Um, 0.5, 0.5. We needed a test. That might have been a 0.5 move. Maybe it will go a little higher. But like remember that the sync was unvolumed. And 0.5 doesn't matter anymore because we bypassed our sign of our resistance bar. So I'd say just move it to the monthly wedge. That was a volume 2 bar upthrust. Too far before. Um, no, it goes lower and lower. It just goes lower. It was like absolutely at the level lower. So that was the, so I could do nothing about it. That's still good for short. Maybe not actually. Um, so volume top thrust. Comcast. The heck is going on here? Or Pepsi. It's actually 1 bar roll. So was the balance? What was going on here? Yeah, I think it was a balance. But anyhow, yeah, it's in 0.5 though, so I don't know what are we expecting from it. Yeah, I need to clean up my lists. Hmm, still there. That might have been the upthrust of the year. That's one. Okay, you guys, the rest I'll watch after. I'm tired. I need a break. Um, I need to clean this up. I need to shorten my list. Okay. Never mind. Trade responsibly on your own. Never listen to anyone. No one knows anything. Learn and grow in the communities of like-minded people.